Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit with your boy Sophisticated Jerk. Got M3 in here and Stan, aka Mustard. So man, before we start these videos, man, how's everybody been?
Been doing good so far, man.
Y'all getting that hot ass weather out there too?
No, it's nice, cold, windy, the way I like it.
I mean, most days is pretty warm, and but today it's okay. It's a little mild.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
hot as hell out here.
yeah. Can't do the heat.
Yeah, it's muggy, man. That's the thing, man. If it was that dry heat, it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah,
I feel
man. I'm trying to get that unit that you could just put in your room without like hooking it outside, like the AC. You
Oh, you
understood?
talk about the ghetto AC units be hanging from the window and shit, like you in
No, not
the
that one. The
PJ.
one you just put on your wall and it just automatically convert
Oh, okay,
everything
I
to
got
cold
you. I got
air. That's what I need.
you. Okay.
It's not cold enough. I just need to be a nice 50s.
But all right, man, we'll go ahead. We'll jump into these topics. It says so. The first one, I know everybody been seeing this one. I've been seeing everybody talking about these females that was caught stealing Louis Vuitton bags to that one song. What's that name of that song? I be hearing everybody talk about it.
Oh,
Spin
spin that.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
by Young Miami and shit. So yeah, they was over there dancing to that and got caught up. But the sad thing to this one, man, it's a mom and daughter. So that's the most fucked up part. Shout out to M3 for finding this one. I was like, I looked at them clips. I was like, these chicks ain't shit. That's a damn shame, man. Parents that be doing all this stuff with their kids and stuff.
And
But
the
let me go
worst
ahead. Let me.
part, but it's
What's
something
that?
worse than that. They both light skinned. It's like, wow.
Stop playing.
No, light skinned women. I mean, like we always say it. And it's like, oh my Lord. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, why? Why?
Yeah, they are. There they go right here. So
And that's
that's
the
the two
daughter
of
of
them.
the niece. Yeah.
Yep. Because there was like two other ones I seen. I got a news clipping too that breaks down the whole story and stuff. But yeah, here's the like the IG posting, the one that M3 sent. I was like, all right, let me check this out. So let me play a little bit. But they got the song, so I probably can't. So like, let me read this caption. It says, "Just stupid. Seattle mother and daughter arrested for stealing over 7K worth of Louis Vuitton bags after tipping off police by posting video to Young Miami Spin That." That's what I'm saying, man. This social media, because we was doing a rapper thing last week, boy. All these people,
Yeah.
boy, they damn near leading the authority. Authorities ain't even got to leave and do a real investigation. They just probably scroll through social media like, oh, okay.
And the crazy part about it, right? It's the way they were able to find out just by zooming in. And I think they left the tags on. And it's crazy how cameras work nowadays. It's like they got the code and everything and figure out it was stolen. I like, what?
Yeah, these cameras, like you said, man, they so good now, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, people, it's like, man, you gotta stay the hell. You gotta be incognito if you want to be living this life.
yeah.
But let me go ahead. Let me pull up the news clipping because yeah, they break it down more. But let me ask y'all, man, we y'all date any of those two chicks?
Hell no. Mm-mm.
Nah, 10-5 long shot, man.
You wouldn't get none of that free merchandise?
They ain't free.
Ain't
All
free.
three of us, and then we'll add Wally and 100 watts. That'd be five of us. We all too cute for jail. Nope.
You still-
Nope.
But all
But
right, let me
hey,
go
well, I
ahead.
gotta add one more thing. The crazy
Yeah,
part
go ahead.
about it, I don't know what's the outfit in the Muslim outfit for women, where they cover up everything. But she also had an
Hijab.
outfit like that. Yeah, it was crazy. The whole outfit and just going in to like return merchandise to get money. I'm like, wow, this is
Crazy.
crazy.
I mean, just think about it, man. You 7,000 worth of shit. Like, you put your whole stuff at risk for that minimal amount, man. That's the crazy part. Hey, but before we get to this video, man, you know the whole Young Miami song. Do y'all think they need to cancel that? Because I know everybody in a frenzy over that song. You think it's like toxic or something like that? They need to shut that song down.
I haven't really heard like the full length of the song, so I can't really give you my opinion too much. It is a little catchy, but I haven't really listened to the lyrics like that. So I spin it, whatever. So
Yeah, I finally listened to it. It was trash as hell. But I don't think they need to cancel it like that because I was like, man, this shit is whack. If this song get people doing some crazy stuff, they borderline special ed. You know them cats that be in class eating crayons and shit, sniffing glue. Cause
Look,
that song was. How go ahead.
I'm gonna say this on BET Awards. I think last weekend, like everybody was singing that song without it. Just Young Mammy came out to present an award, and everybody was singing it, and it's like the official song of summer. Um, I am from Miami. It just probably need a little bass to it, but you can't cancel a song because when you cancel something, then people want it more. It's like I don't care for the song like that, but it is catchy. But we all know you're gonna be in jail because when you say like where y'all at, y'all go to jail. Y'all go to jail before y'all didn't go to jail, right? Because during COVID, like people were stealing stuff, and we were living that nightmare in there right M3 in California when you
mhm.
couldn't arrest anybody. Like if they stole something less than $1,000,
um,
you
what
couldn't
was
arrest anybody. And if you worked there and you stopped them, you got fired.
Mm,
right, right,
yeah.
right. Oh, that was a terrible time because especially at the WalMarts. The WalMarts was like the one of like the biggest targets. I
And Home
don't
Depot, because
Home
they was
Depot.
taking out. No, remember they were taking out the barbecue grills, and they were taking out the marlon those where you could drive around and cut your yard because they less than $1,000. They were taking them and then reselling them on Facebook.
Damn. So they was stealing
And
every goddamn thing, huh?
But
yeah, and we got a lot of stores closed down because of them. A lot of malls closed down because if it's less than $1,000, you couldn't stop them.
yeah, there was a Target that had a shutdown in Pittsburgh, right? A few other stores too, but Target wasn't playing though. They had pretty much like National Guard security
Mm.
to shoot them down, man. If you want to try to take some of their belongings.
Yeah, I saw that news thing, man. They said them stores were shutting down. But real quick, man. So if y'all heard a female singing like this Young Miami song, and you was like about to get serious or start dating her, man, would that turn you off? Would you be like, man, what? Let me.
Damn.
Would you rethink the whole situation?
Yes, I have to say yes.
What about you, M3? Homegirl start singing this song and shit. She know all the words. What you gonna be up out of there?
You know, absolutely, man. Because the thing is, the fact it's not even the fact that you singing the song, but the fact that it's like you know it by heart. I'm like, oh no. What type of curriculum activity you trying to get into?
Hmm.
Hey Wally, you familiar with that Young Miami song "Spin"? That one that they've been talking about.
Didn't you forget I sent a video of children singing that song?
Oh, okay, that's right, that's right. If a female started singing that you was about to start dating, man, would you look at her different? You'd be like, man, how you know them words?
Hey, the same way she starts singing "Spin That," I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna, I'm gonna speed that. I'm gonna speed the fuck out of
Well,
that.
see that?
You said you up out of there, huh? But
Hey, I got to ask a Wally question because he's in South Florida. Hey, Wally, how many times they play that in rotation on radio in Florida?
That I don't know, because because you know how it is right now. Nowadays, people's cars they ain't cycling that the radio play. Most people playing their own thing.
Okay.
But
but all
trust me,
right, let me go.
they will spin that around the clock every other time. I feel sorry for this community.
All right, let me go ahead and play this news clipping where they break down the whole they say they like a whole thieving organization up there though.
Mm.
Yeah, so let me play this.
One of the most prolific organized retail thieves in Western Washington is facing new charges. Janice Downs, a.k.a. Janice Smith, a.k.a. Punchy, is back in jail.
Oh, so that's what you talk about. She got the
Yeah, the whole outfit.
Oh, okay, yeah. She got the whole get up, yeah. But they calling these hoes prolific.
Like they teaching classes.
Yeah. like they the Van Gogh was stealing and shit. Yeah, I caught that. I was like, God damn, they like boosted that the hell up. They just stealing some purses. All right. They acted like they what's that word, the Italian Job or some shit.
Okay.
Like they out here stealing art and shit, scaling buildings.
And using 3-syllable words, SAT words. Oh my Lord.
Getting released from prison in January. Bellevue police say one of the best clues came from a TikTok video made to Young Miami's viral song Spin Dat about boosting and scamming. Bellevue police say this video shows Janice Wiley holding 2 stolen Louis Vuitton purses. It was posted 5 days after detectives say her daughter, Janice Downs, and an unidentified suspect stole the bags worth more than $7,000 from Nordstrom in downtown Seattle. And 2 days after Downs showed the purses on her Instagram account.
For us, she's a
These motherfuckers are dumb. God damn.
It's like nobody can tell the
organized career
difference.
What's that?
It's like nobody can tell the difference between fantasy and reality nowadays. You gotta brag about it.
Right.
I mean, it's just so crazy because, man, like, you know, them high-end stores and stuff like that. It's like, man, you already know they got some cameras, man, and they, like, trying to figure out who stole this shit. And here you go popping up with your location and shit close by. Like, they probably like, that's her. Man. Yeah, it's foolish, man. And just think that's the mom, man. This is the person that should be shielding her, like, daughter and their little friends away from this shit.
Have you seen reality TV?
Yeah, it's
That's
sad.
what-
You know, unfortunately, like, personally, like I met moms, I met the daughters. Man, it's like when you meet the entire family that just like shoplift. I mean, it's a sad case, man. Parents now these days are trying to be like the bro homie. You know what I mean? Or like, like get up in the sisterhood rather than raising their own daughters. So I'm not surprised, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, let me play some more.
theft criminal, and so we're very familiar with her.
That's because Bellevue PD's special enforcement team busted Downs and her mom 2 years ago for a major organized retail crime spree. They were accused of stealing more than $500,000 worth of Lululemon clothing. Downs pleaded guilty to 6 counts of organized retail theft. She was sentenced to 33 months in prison with 501 days credit for time served and was released in January.
Yeah, them little chicks look rough, boy. Hold on, let me.
But you see what they were talking about, right? Like 2 years ago, that's when they start cracking down on like people stealing from the stores.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying that one scene that just played, man, like they don't even look like they really trying to be sneaky with it.
Yeah, that's how you can do it. You could just walk out. Nobody, staff can't stop you. We as the people can't stop you.
She talking about we the people.
Like,
talking about making a citizen's arrest or some shit. I ain't no good Samaritan, motherfucker.
But the thing about like people got tired because you look at stores were shutting down, everything was getting shut down because people were just doing this in the community and people got tired of it.
Yeah, she got the tat on the neck. Hold on, let me play that
that's
story
the
scene.
mother.
Yeah, that's the mom, but yeah, she look every bit a gangster.
For a major organized retail crime spree, they were accused of stealing more than $500,000.
See, she ain't. That's what I'm saying, man. She got her hands full and stuff. You know, back in the day, motherfuckers used to be looking around and shit. Put like a T-shirt or something, and they.
Yeah, no.
She got a whole wardrobe in her goddamn hand.
And she got a mask on, so this have to happen like.
Yeah, around COVID, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, and you walk out. Like employees can't stop you, security can't stop you. They made sure they got everything less than a grand and just walk out.
That's crazy.
$1 million worth of Lululemon clothing. Downs pleaded guilty to 6 counts of organized retail theft. She was sentenced to 33 months in prison with 501 days credit for time served and was released in January. Bellevue PD Captain Landon Barnwell says just 4 months.
What was that?
Talking about giving credit just to release time. What type of shit is this?
Yeah.
Some bullcrap. See that? No, hell no. The freak. And only 33 months. Man, y'all motherfuckers weak.
Yeah, they gotta step it up there. They talk about something like Wally said, give him some credit, like this is detention or some shit.
For real.
She was on
Later,
probation.
Downs
Yeah.
was back to her old ways.
You would think that, after what she experienced in 2024, that, hey, that maybe, she would change what she's doing. But again, clearly she hasn't
I came
chosen to
down
do
like a
that.
good little
Court
girl
documents
and
show
gets
Bellevue
married.
PD Detective Jeff Christensen recognized Downs in a bulletin sent out by Tukwila police showing thieves stealing almost 4,000.
Damn, they said right here, 5/17/26 Macy surveillance image. She's like, fuck it. Ain't even try to hide the face no more. Yeah, they crazy. They wild with it.
Dollars worth of
Wait, is he
fragrances
still with a
from
bonnet?
Macy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's a
purple
bonnet.
bonnet.
No class at all.
Bonnet weavers.
You know, the sad thing is that like I don't know where they're from, but if they was like
Seattle.
Okay.
Seattle, Washington.
But I
Forget asking about Seattle. Forget asking about location. They from the ghetto. Where else, nigga?
Look, I was gonna say this. Look, I expect this shit like from like women from Oakland, California, to be doing that type of stuff.
No,
You
this
said
is year
Oakland.
2026. It's spread out. The darkness has spread out for a long time.
But my
And
thing
the
is like,
crazy
man,
part about it, right? He doesn't
go ahead.
call it a bonnet. He called it a shower cap. I was cracking up.
Shower cap, bonnet, whatever you want to call it. It don't matter.
No, but the way he said, like, look at him with a purple shower cap. And it's like,
yeah, this is wild, man. All right, let me play some more.
See the shower cap she's wearing? He had a similar photo of her from his case 2 years ago. Working with their regional law enforcement partners, he says he then identified Downs in similar thefts at the Macy's in Tacoma and the downtown Seattle Nordstrom.
People don't just commit crimes in one location, right? I mean, that especially when it comes to the retail theft related crimes, right? They bounce around to many of the retailers in this entire area.
In the Nordstrom theft, detectives say surveillance video shows Downs wearing a burqa as a disguise. Detectives say the surveillance video shows how Downs and her accomplice cooperated to steal the purses, distracting the clerk by asking to see other bags on the shelves behind him. When he turned his back, watch as the accomplice smoothly slips the handles of one of the purses over her arm. After he shows them a second bag, he puts it back on the shelf. When he went to the front sales counter, police say Downs walked over, made sure he wasn't looking, and grabbed the purse, then held it down low on the right side of her body, opposite over where the clerk was standing. Her accomplice then moves over next to her, takes the...
That lady looked like she recognized something. Like, hold on. The one that was covered in. She was like, these hoes stealing.
Clerk was standing. Her
Yep.
accomplice then moves over next to her, takes the handbag, and exits the store with both of the stolen purses. A few seconds later, Downs follows her out. On June 12th, Bellevue police arrested Downs and her mom.
They ain't got them tags on there or nothing that go off.
Remember, they had him in. Remember, the guy had one of the bags in the back of the thing. He had him locked up. He didn't have nothing on there. That's why. Dumbass.
I thought. I mean, even if they had them, like I thought they had them tagged off.
Nah, apparently they ain't that smart.
Now, if you rewind the video by like at least like 5 seconds, and you look at the security guard, I'm for sure after watching the footage, he's fired because even if nothing went off or whatever, you on your phone texting.
Hold on, let me play it real quick. I ain't even catch that.
Opposite over where the clerk was standing. Her accomplice then moves over next to her, takes the handbag, and exits the store with both.
Yeah, my man over there texting bitches and shit. Yeah, he like, look, I ain't running after shit. He like, look, you coming through later?
Man, he don't know no better. Think about it. They ain't nothing going off. So what he gonna do about it? He looking at it like shit. They ain't nothing spanking off. They ain't no alarm, no nothing.
Nah, he know what's up.
Yeah, but that's
He
not
over there, he spitting game. He like, look, I got this, I got that security uniform. You want me to wear that tonight?
That dude over there sitting here like, ain't nothing popping off. Like,
he try to fulfill fantasies and shit. This motherfucker don't give a damn. He like, look, you say you like a man in uniform and shit.
Of the stolen persons. A few seconds later, Downs follows her out.
Yeah, look at the man, my man over there. He's occupied. That's what I'm saying. He got a whole conversation going on over there.
It's just a bad look though. Like when they look at
Yeah, he got to go regardless. I'm with them three. I don't give a damn if he ain't know what was going on. I'm firing him just for GP. Like motherfucker, you just sitting there texting? Like
what else I'm supposed to do? You don't do you hear anything on this?
Man, do some jumping jacks. Don't be sitting there on your phone.
Jacks, what the hell?
Do some push-ups, god damn it.
Push-ups.
Look at my man, like
he's posted. Like he having a good time.
He ain't got no radio or nothing.
Posted.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to.
Yeah, he's like, look, he's macking hard. She's like, what you doing? He's like, I'm doing shit. I'm just hanging around here thinking about you.
Yeah, I'm not telling you, man.
He's cheesing.
Let me play this.
On June 12th, Bellevue police arrested Downs and her mom. Detectives located them in the parking lot of Westfield South Center Mall. Court documents note that Downs was wearing the same burqa, black-colored sandals, and her white-painted toes matched her appearance from the Nordstrom theft.
We will hold you accountable.
No fucking day. No fucking day.
This shit hilarious. Yeah, they like, look, man, she had a...
Not the white toes. Oh, Lord.
We're not going to tolerate people that commit crimes here in our community.
Ma'am, is your true and correct name Janice Smith, a.k.a. Janice Downs?
We'll stipulate to name and date of birth for purposes of arraignment only.
In court, King County prosecutors charged Downs with organized retail theft in the first degree. Her defense attorney asked the judge not to allow our camera to show her client's face.
For
what?
Asked the court to not allow the media to film in order to preserve Ms. Smith's right to a fair trial. Our position is that allowing the media to film increases the likelihood of taking
Sit her backpacking. The fuck?
She wants to have a fair trial.
Fair trial, my ass. You got caught red-handed. There ain't no fair trial for you.
Yeah, her lawyer's job is to try all angles, but yeah, she on all them damn videos like it's a wrap.
This is why lawyers ain't good for shit.
But can you imagine, like, because you just what was his name? O'Shea B saying you wearing sandals and dusting it up, and they got you because your feet.
Yeah. I'll be mad as hell, like fuck. That's why you always wear socks. God damn it.
Exactly. See, that's why people be like, "Why you wearing socks with sandals, bitch?" That's why.
You get you a pair of Nikes and some socks, man. Don't be trying to be cute out here. Yeah, she had the Jesus walk sandals on, toes hanging out.
Wow.
She was acting like she was at the beach.
Jury pool, if this were to go to trial, of course the jury would be instructed to not do any research on their own. However, there's nothing that the court can do to prevent them from doing that, and if there is media allowed to report on the story, I think it would just increase the likelihood that somebody would either intentionally or accidentally come across the story and read about the alleged charges here. If the court,
so are you asking for an order just not to film, or that they not be allowed to report on it?
my request,
Because that's a prior restraint that the court just cannot do in any case for any reason.
my request, to be clear, was just to not allow the media to film Ms. Smith. If the court is inclined to allow the media to film, our alternative request is to require that the media be instructed to only film Ms. Smith from the shoulders down.
Understood. Thank you.
Judge Joe Campagna.
She dictating everything. She trying to suppress this shit hard. She know that, but this is a long shot case.
See, this is why you can't. See, this is why you can't ultimately trust lawyers, because y'all working for both hands of the side, or y'all trickery and having
That's their job. But this is one of them places. This is one of them cases like she know homegirl ain't got a chance, so she's like, "Look, you need to plead to this shit. We'll knock out some years or something."
But the crazy part that she says, right? The crazy thing that she says, like they just from the neck down, I'm like, yo, did you miss that they got them from the feet and the sandals to the
Yeah.
nails?
They got these chicks from all angles. Like you worried about the neck down now?
Like they got them from the feet, like the nail polish, the sandals, and it's like, yo,
The
lady, what are you
bonnets.
talking? What are you? Yeah, like what are you talking about? It's a wrap.
But
It's a
she
wrap.
know people got a short attention span, so she's like, hey, after a while, this is gonna die down, and if we don't allow them to film, like we can make them look presentable where they come off like victims and stuff. So yeah, that's what she trying to do, man.
But it can't work because you went ahead and put them on TikTok. They post themselves on TikTok, which on TikTok you might take off the original videos,
Yeah.
but everybody did a story on your videos, and now it's like floating around. There's a copy of the copy of the copy.
Good, because they need to see them in the neighborhoods, because you need to escort that out the neighborhood. Last thing I need is a thief in my neighborhood trying to steal from me. Fuck that.
Well, the fucked up thing is like, man, they gonna be seen anyways, because like all the video footage, like all the stories they hit, that's gonna be like evidence. So they gotta play that shit. So yeah, like you said, it's irrelevant at
They
this
didn't
point.
have them on criminal watch, because in my neighborhood, hell no. You will get popped. There will be a sign saying you will get popped if I see your sneaking ass in my house. Best believe.
Wally said he's snitching. Let me play the rest of this though.
No.
Denied her
I'm putting a
motion.
bullet man.
The media has a right to be here and to film. I don't find that there's anything particular about this case that would warrant the court restricting that for this hearing and in this case. But certainly, as I said, you can explore all those topics if and when this matter is called for trial.
Downs remains in jail on $215,000 bail. $75,000 of that is for a fugitive warrant out of Oregon. She's charged there with 16 counts of organized retail theft, aggravated theft, and theft.
At the end of the day, we're hoping that we're preventing crime here in Bellevue because, we know it's not a.
Can you imagine some dude gonna eventually marry that and take on all that burden?
She don't
Fuck
ever
up
need to go
his
to a
life.
store. She cannot go to any store for the rest of her life.
Yeah, my man got to do all the shopping. Time she's like, hey man, I'm gonna go run to the store, get it. Like, hey baby, just stay in the house. Like,
Sadly, it's gonna be a black man that's gonna take her on.
That's the sad part, man, because everybody want to be loved, man.
yeah, you gotta leave that alone. But all right, man, we'll go ahead. We'll jump into the next topic. So this one was kind of fucked up, man. Faizon Love was sent to jail for a few days, man, because I think he owes like $250,000 in back pay for child support.
How many kids he has?
Man, I don't know. That's a good question. But still, man, they was like breaking down in this video like his royalties that he gets for movies and stuff, and they said he was like homeless for a period, living in his car. So, yeah, my man ain't doing too good now. But yeah, that child support ain't no joke. Let me see real quick. I'm gonna try to look it up.
Okay. Because that's ridiculous. It does him no good if you put him in jail. How he's gonna get a job?
Yeah, because I think it's like when it stacks up too much, the back. It says he has two children, so yeah.
Two
I see
kids
that
that came up
too.
to that.
I'm gonna say that's one. So they said he only has a daughter.
They probably might have to do some community services paid out or something. I don't know.
But all right, let me go ahead and play this, man, because I think they might get some details. I'm gonna look some more, see what he got.
Okay.
But yeah, that $250 child support, they coming at him.
Yep.
An actor known for being Elf's boss in the classic Christmas movie faced a Hillsborough County judge today. He's charged with contempt of court after not making child support payments, but he was released today on time served. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank joins us in the newsroom now with more on the challenges this actor's facing. Evan.
Faizon Love is living a hard life. His royalty checks from Elf are generally over $10,000. But that's what he lives on for the entire year. His car is from 1999, and he's had to live in it for a month at a time. Here he is in court today as he faced charges of contempt. He sat in a wheelchair as he explained to a judge that he has so little income, there's no way to pay child support to a woman who lives in Tampa. The judge sentenced him to time already served, which in this case is 16 days. Now he must file the appropriate paperwork to avoid being charged again. He owes $250,000 in child support payments, but he told the judge that he's gone his entire years without making any income. Entire years. He was even supposed to work on a movie this week, but could not because he was in jail.
There you go.
And they're painting him as a complete villain, and I don't think that's necessarily the case. I mean, in this situation, he's in a bad situation. He's in a bad spot. I mean, you heard the testimony. He was homeless. He lived in his car. That's how the mighty have fallen, you know. So I think he wants to act. He wants to write. He has contacts. In the
Bullshit.
business,
The mighty is
and
falling
hopefully
because
he'll
they
be
was
able to
freaking
get,
fucking hoes.
What was that, Wally?
No, you over here talking about the mighty has fallen. Yeah, the mighty's fallen because they made bad choices and fucking hoes.
Yeah. That's what them dudes be thinking it's cute, man. They be having these babies. That's why I be like, man, I don't understand. Like, unless you in a serious relationship, man, y'all done vetted it out. Like, man, dudes gotta stop dropping these babies. They expensive.
Man, let's be honest here. There is no amount of vetting that's going to be done because the end result is that the women just want the money. All we are is just money. That's it.
This is why you must blame men for their own discretions.
So this I'm gonna really be like extra hard on Faizon Love because you being like a guy that you were, right? Again, you was at the height of your pinnacle, right? Where most people will wish they could be in your shoes. Now, of course, like, you know, when you're non-intelligent with your spendings, when you value other things rather than earning some like life savings or whatever, or some type of investment to help your money to grow, you're still like on that flamboyant shit where it's like you have to try to impress with a bunch of people that's not even worth impressing. Now, in this case, right, he really fucked up, you know, in his career. I was gonna say when what's the guy's name? His name is Country Wayne.
Country
Country
Wayne.
Wayne.
Yeah, Country Wayne. Yeah. From what I was hearing, right, from sources, that Country Wayne did try to offer him something. I don't know if it was going to be stand up or it was going to be a TV show or a movie or whatever. But instead of working with your own brother, right, to try to get things going, put some money in your pocket and pay that damn child support. From what I was hearing, that he was pretty much like shitting on him, and he wasn't really like all that easy to get along with. That's what most people will say. I'm not for sure if that's really true. The fact that you put yourself in that situation where allegedly, you know, and he probably saying some bullshit to try to get stuff out of it. But if that's true, then I'm like, hey, dude, like, you know, how'd you earn these little millions or whatever? Because I'm for sure he probably made like in his lifetime maybe like 5 million or something like that, you know, in some of these movies. But you didn't really do your due diligence, man, to like really put the effort into to making sure that you were successful. So whatever happens, man, like it's totally like his fault.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It makes sense because for him to get 10,000 a year from a movie that's almost 20 years old, it's like you can't do that nowadays because the way that streaming services are, you're not gonna make that much. And I think for people or actors like him, the payment that you get paid now is not the same structure. So they still think about the golden ages of Hollywood, but that's not around anymore. The stuff we have out now, it don't pay as much, but you need to work and they don't get it. So he turned his nose up in the air because it's a new medium. And I'm not making an excuse for him, but this happens to all of them. You see some of them make the transition, like Ty Diggs or Tay Diggs. He got a movie on, I'm going to say the network. You guys already know because I always say the name, Tubi. And and it's a movie about like you seen the memes, you know, I killed your father. You killed my father. Yes, I killed your father. You know, and it's like he made the transition, and you have to make that transition because Hollywood is not the same. And also, I'll say this about our state of California, man. You get taxed. That 5 million you had that one year, you get taxed again for that same money next year. Next year after that, California's just greedy. It just tax you for every damn thing.
Yeah, man, but I do agree with like M3, especially because yeah, man, people got to get financial literacy, man. Whenever you get paid, man, you gotta put half of that away, like it don't exist. Like you said, after you pay them taxes, man, you gotta put that away. And man, you just can't go out here be having kids, man. Because like you said, it's like, man, you gotta vet to the best of your ability, because that's what gives you higher probability. So there's no guarantee, but at least if you do it to a certain extent and people take it serious, man, it's just like, you're not going to be as reckless, because a lot of these dudes, man, they just having kids, man, and it's just like almost a guarantee that shit gonna go left and them females gonna come for some money and stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. They just ain't even doing that basic step, and that's where they getting cleaned out, man. We see story and story after that, and like you said, when the games change in the industry, he's burning bridges and just have that ego, because it's just showing in all facets of his life. So yeah, that's where he's getting caught up. Because even like, man, with him, it's like, I think I forgot, M3 was saying that. It's like, nah, man, you take any deal that's out there, especially if you ain't doing too great, which they saying in the video. It's like, man, you take any deal, you be doing podcasting, shit, man, I'll have a job on top of that. So it's almost like their ego so big, they're not getting the roles like that. They getting minimal amount of dollars, man. I'm gonna go get me a job, man. I
Yeah,
don't give a damn who I would. What's
they're not
that?
even getting jobs. That's the crazy part. They're getting replaced by AI. Um,
Well,
like
I'm talking about a regular job. Like if I gotta go get a regular job, fuck the industry shit. Like I'm gonna still try, but I mean, if it's not like you said, if it's dwindling down, I'm a pivot to like a shit. I'll go work at Enterprise before I be sleeping in my car and shit. You know what I'm saying?
no, you're right. Because there's an actress. She just did the movie. What's the one? Obsession. She just did the movie Obsession. She's the star of Obsession. But for the past 2 or 3 years, she's been walking dogs, being a maid, and she was on the movie of Lois and Superman. Not the movie, but on the TV shows on CW for like 3 seasons. And after that, she had to like take jobs that she normally don't take until she just did this movie. Um, so yeah, like Hollywood is not Hollywood.
Yeah, it's just like, man, they don't want to pivot, man. It's like you said, once they get in that industry, they don't see themselves doing nothing else. So I'm like, okay, it's dry now. I'm about to, like you said, I'll be walking some dogs, doing any hustle I have to. Shit.
Selling feet pics. Don't do no spin that though. Don't do no spin that. That we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
Don't stay away
Don't.
from that stealing shit. But all right, let me play the
Yeah.
rest of this, man, so we can jump to the next topic.
More gigs.
Lawyer expects him to go back to California to live with his friend who pays all of his bills. Now they're going to have to go through and report all of his income and file the paperwork that a previous attorney apparently neglected. If he does not submit his paperwork, he would face another jail sentence. The hope now is that acting will once again pay the bills for him and his children. And Haley, it was devastating to see him say today that he was shocked that it was getting media coverage, and he was definitely disappointed about all the attention this has gotten. So let's see if things change for him.
Well, so many people have enjoyed his work
It's
over the
your
years of all
name.
ages.
What else you expect?
The crazy part about it, right? It's like you don't do this to women when they don't pay child support. Why is it that you think it's okay when you do this to men? It doesn't make any sense. You take away things that men need to go ahead and make the income so he can go ahead and pay the bills. Everything is to put men in jail, right away. And it's like, yo, a lot of times you can't do this all the time and think they're going to be okay with this. Like people going to be in their rears. Like, yo, if you know somebody don't have the income, why are you charging them all this stuff? They don't have the money. The industry has changed. The industry has changed for the period now. Like what?
But
6 years,
where I
7
gotta give you
years.
pushback, Stan, like that's why I said, like, okay, if the industry been changing, man, like you got kids, man, you got a responsibility. So hey, you might need to go get that job at Starbucks. Like you ain't gonna kick off a lot, but you gotta do something. You
Okay,
can't
then
just
is she doing her part? or she's staying at home collecting checks.
But see whose fault that is. Whose fault that is?
The
Fault that is.
government.
That's why you know. That's why you don't wipe up
Government.
nobody that don't work. That's why you don't wipe up no that don't work.
Shout out to Wally. That's what I'm talking about.
She's not supposed to work. He's supposed to provide, Wally. That's our job as
Get
men.
the fuck out of here. That's the problem
I'm
with
with
y'all.
you to Stan, I'm with you to a certain degree, but I'm almost like, man, this dude was getting in lawsuits, like fighting people. So I know he had some like legal trouble because like they said, the lawyer stuff. And then like if he's like fucking up opportunities, man, that's why I was like, man, I can't feel too bad because I mean it's almost like the legal system. What they gonna do at a certain thing? Because man, people be partying still. They'll have some bad habits. Because I got a friend that's like this dude be like drinking and smoking. so I mean, they can find money to do all that shit, but when it come time to take care of them kids, motherfucker will tell you 50 million stories. I'm like, man, you better get out here and cut some grass or some shit.
You can't cut grass because you need a license for that nowadays.
Nah, you could be on that squad. Shit, goddamn it, them Mexicans be on them like lawns. You for real, man. Like you got to do what you got to do at a certain point, man. If it's bad, like.
Look, I want you to try and cut out any excuses possible. Look, you gotta learn like a trade. You gotta learn some type of skill. Like, okay, I'm not trying to toot my horn, but let's say an example. You know, I'm off for the summer, so yeah, I'm enjoying my days until I have to go back to work and work like a slave or whatever.
Wait. Before you start, I'm gonna say allegedly, because I need to look out for you. Because of, let's say allegedly, you might find a job and look for a job. So allegedly, nobody can come and get you later on.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's just say allegedly. Allegedly, I'm working hard, whatever, right? And but you got to check.
Staying after like you on work release or some shit.
Right. Hey, if you want to be my work lawyer, hey man, by all means, I'll take your advice. But dude, you got ChatGPT, you got Claude, you got the code version of Claude, you got Codex. Dude, I've been having a time in life like learn how to make apps and stuff, man, and publish it to the App Store. So
what's Claude? What's Claude and what's Codex? What's that?
So Claude, right? Claude, Codex, ChatGPT, well, they're all like learning models, right? And at this point, right now, we're in the age, right, where you don't even have to learn how to do code. You have your own robotic-sized agent, right? Software version that will write the code for you, and you could ask ChatGPT or whatever type of source how to get your stuff published step by step, and it will provide the answers for you. So someone like who don't have like a previous experience, like as far as like engineering stuff, dude, you look. Faizon is famous, right? The point is what I'm trying to say is like try to get it to skill, try to learn something or whatever. This dude could probably be like a photographer, right? You know, not to try and put in relation to myself, but dude,
He gonna steal your business now. He be like, all right, man, that motherfucker said photographer.
Right. Faizon love for photography or whatever, right? Dude, he could charge like as much as he want because people will love to like, you know, be around or how to get their pictures taken by Faizon Love, even if he suck at it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to use your fame to advantage. Think about it. Chris Brown, right? See, one thing I respect about Chris Brown, right? Look, I don't care how famous or how rich he is, he know how to use his fame for leverage to make more money. So he got guys lining up, women lining up, just to take.
You got women lining up?
Right. Just to have like $1,500 pictures taken by him.
Oh, it moved up to $2,000. Huh? It's $2,000 now.
You said he kicked it up.
Yeah, he kicked it up. It went to 1,000 to like 1,200, then 15, and now it's $2,000.
Yeah, Chris.
They paid for it.
He said he ain't taking no cuts. He was like, look, they we gotta kick this shit up.
Inflation.
I hear you.
But he also sells art. Like he makes art and he sells art.
I bet you he is selling art. The art of him.
Wally, he does actual art, like canvas art.
But now, dude, yeah, I know.
I do agree with M3 though, man. Yeah, he gotta do something, man. He gotta switch it up because, like you
He
said, them
wants to
roles ain't
act
gonna be,
though. He
huh?
wants to act. He wants to act.
Yeah, and
Man,
acting ain't paying the damn bills every freaking day.
yeah, it's like you can't hold on to the past, man. That's moving forward. So, man, how old is he? Because I know he got to be up there in age too. Hold on.
54, 56.
Yeah, let me
He's in
see.
the trenches.
Yeah, because I know he up there in age. That's why I'm like, man, them roles is damn 58.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so okay.
It,
Yeah, and
it,
my man in
it's
a
almost like
wheelchair
that
now.
Sprite commercial. It's like, what's my motivation? I study at Juilliard. I need to. I need to perform.
Yeah, that's sad though, man. I hope he figure out something. You know, I don't like seeing them like that, but this is why I be saying all the time, man. Them kids, dudes better start taking this stuff serious out there. Watts
What you?
the oh go ahead.
No, you go. Go ahead. No, go
No, I
ahead.
was just gonna say I see Watts in there. Watts, I'm gonna drop the link if you got some time, and I don't. It's all good. But now, what was you saying, Stan?
So what? Like men need to be like passport bros and have their children in third world countries so they can survive and have a family and then still be in America and provide money and still keep a family somewhere in this planet of Earth.
No, you have what you could properly take care of. Because man, you got to put some numbers to everything. That's what I'm trying to tell dudes. It's like, man, so everybody ain't slaving to death. It's like, be cautious, man. Do the mathematics. Shout out to Travel One on that one. It's like, think this out, because man, we're just seeing it play out so much, man. Where it's almost like people jump into stuff and they don't realize the cost, the time element with stuff. So it's like, hey, man, like when things happen, I understand, man. There's some things you can't do, but just when we're reviewing these stories and telling other people, it's like, hey, man, just move differently, man. It's not a joke, because when everything goes sideways, man, people are losing their jobs more, man. You just don't want to be stuck, because ain't nobody trying to hear like you can't find like no work or nothing like that when you got kids and you got responsibility.
I don't know.
You said what?
I don't know.
Why you say that?
Because what's her half of the money? Is she's contributing? Is she's working? Or she's all dependent on him?
Man, it just depends who they choose, man. That's what it boiled down to.
I
Because
don't know.
I was on a panel and we were talking about this, and one of the guys, he was kind of saying some of the similar stuff, and I'm like, man, a lot of y'all always give me pushback. I'll be like, y'all need to get somebody that work. They be like, no, I don't want the one that work. So it's like, okay, man, if y'all don't work out, man, you got to pay her damn near. So that's the.
What do you mean you gotta pay her? This is her life. She's agreed to it too. She could
But you got to
do
take care
her
of them
part.
kids, though, man. Like, that's gonna fall on you majority of the time. That's
So
why
is
you
taking
you
care of
better.
the kids is always monetary?
Absolutely,
Not
motherfucker.
really.
What you think? You gonna go to the store with hope and love and try to get some food for that?
Well, that man that's staying in her house is doing it, so
Yeah. Hope and love ain't no currency. You can't go
look.
to Wegmans with a full cart of food. Talk about, hey, I'm gonna cash this out as some hope. They're
So
gonna be
what
like,
good does it
motherfucker, you
put a
better give me some money.
well, what good is it to put a 58-year-old in jail? Like it's nobody's winning at all. Like it's not this whole thing. So I'm looking long term, right? And I'm looking long term, right? Because if you look at I'm looking at this 58-year-old who's like, I can't nothing else I can do about it. That's it, right? And I'm looking at the younger generation that say F it, right? And the ones that's already, they spending it and like not going to do anything to support, like they just quit and get on some kind of, mental health track of like, I can't do this. I'm just failing and depressed and everything else. And then they become ward of the state. The kid is going to lose.
No, I agree, man. I don't agree with the jail shit, but I think that's like a last resort. Like if a motherfucker continuously don't be paying nothing, So I'm with you, man. It's like garner some check, make them do like a mandatory job program where you got jobs for people. So something. Like I said, man, I don't know how you could work that out, but yeah, I don't agree with the jail thing because, like you said, that's a no-win situation. But what's
Yeah.
good, 100? I like that background, man. That's fire.
What up, Watts?
What's up, Watts?
What's up, fellas? What's happening now?
What's your whole take on that Faizon love thing, man? What you think about that situation?
Got caught slipping, nigga. Especially when you somebody that's been in a space to be able to make as much money as somebody that we're talking about, like you got caught slipping, nigga.
That's a good point, man. Because yeah, you got people that ain't had the opportunity and they making it work. You know what I'm saying? They figured it out. They swallow their pride. Everybody goes to their job and stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm like, fuck Faizon, Stan.
But we can't say that. He's 58.
Why not?
He can't retire till he's 72. Wait a minute. There's a way to get the money.
Boo fucking who?
There's a way of getting the money. How about his SSI? He paid into it.
Talk about Social Security and all that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I guess he can get that when he's of age. What's the age to withdraw?
No, but right now he can't get it because of it could be disability if he has a disability.
Yeah. But even if he had a disability or something and he had SSI, that money's gonna be gone soon as before he even reaches his bank account anyway.
Yeah, because she could get access to it too with her child.
Yeah, it's gonna be gone. So he's gonna be left with nothing.
Yeah, it's 60, 62 the earliest, I think. But yeah, I don't know what the disability stuff.
Yeah, so he can get it. He's 58. He's almost there.
What
He's in the wheelchair.
So,
making sure the kid gets paid, making sure that he don't go back to jail, making sure the kids get paid. I'm just trying to have a social worker, homeopathic method of making sure that everybody reunite. She gets a father, or the kids get a father that's out of jail. He stay out of jail. They have income going in the
What is this
support system.
reunite-ish that you talking about?
Well, if you paying the bills, they gotta reunite. So they gotta see the father sometimes. Look, man paying the bills.
Nigga, you must be smoking on that stuff, ain't you?
That's that California.
No, for real. Like
staying a man advocate out here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there'll be, like, I don't want to stop the garnishment at all. What I'm trying to say, like, that's a means of paying some form of child support. Like, the child has money. Say yes?
You know what my advice is? You better go do that fucking indie movie and pay that shit off. You better suck it the fuck up.
You ain't lying. Faizon Love better be on every Tubi movie.
Like, because I'm me as a nigga that is on child support. I'm not about to feel bad for a nigga that's been able to make a living for his life, making crazy money and blowing through it and spending it on bitches and weed and coke and all. I don't give a fuck. I don't feel bad for you, nigga. You got caught slipping. You were in a financial position where you could have set yourself up to where you can get a lawyer and not have to pay any child support at all as long as you and the lawyers come up with an agreement. But you didn't do that with your greedy ass, did you? You just kept putting your dick in everything and got something pregnant. And now fuck that, fuck you. Pay your shit. Pay your shit, nigga.
So was you
living paycheck to paycheck? Nigga, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, still paying my goddamn child support. You think I give a fuck about a nigga that can make $20 million off of one movie? Fuck you, fuck that.
No, he only get $10,000 a year on residuals.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I guess 10,000 years off residuals and shit me. Why the hell he's over here backed up by 250K?
Hey, 100 said he better make Elf Part 10. He better do that shit like Fast and Furious. They got like 10 parts and stuff now.
I don't give a fuck if they tell you to lose 20 pounds. You better suck it the fuck up and do it.
But he doesn't want to work for Tubi movies and Country Wayne.
And I don't want to go to work every day, and I don't want to pay this child support. But guess what? I'm not in jail. He is.
Oh, 100 ain't shit, boy. 100 said fuck that.
So 100 watts. Would you go for it? Would you go ahead and play in the Tubi movie?
Look, brother, if you're telling me that, hey, Watts, you got two choices. You can go spend 6 months in jail, or you can do this whole ass movie to pay off all the child support that you owe. Because he's in child support. I mean, he's in jail because he owes child support. Hey, bro, go do this goofy ass movie and pay off all of your back child support, or keep doing that goofy shit you're doing right now and take your ass to jail. I'm easily going to do the Tubi movie. It ain't like he got anything else going on right now that's gonna discredit his legacy.
Yeah, I was telling the guys that Ty Diggs went ahead and did Tubi movies. Like, he's getting paid. He's not waiting.
Yeah. My thing is like, man, if you don't got like a big investment portfolio or something like that, man, you better not have no damn pride, man. You better. I'm hopping in everything. God damn it. You gonna see me on like commercials. I'm gonna be a bartender on the side. I'm doing every goddamn thing.
There's something. There's a woman, and she was in all the movies in the 90s. She was a lead in the 90s, 2000, 2010s. I just saw her last night, doing the Allstate commercial. And I'm just like, wait a minute. You're doing commercials now?
And guess what? Because she wasn't too good to do a commercial, I bet you somebody got a script for it in the next year.
What's good, Scam?
I bet you it's a script coming up. I mean, I'm just saying, like some people are not arrogant or egotistical enough to think that they too big to do some shit. So yes, you're gonna do this little Tubi movie, but you know what? This little bullshit ass Tubi movie just put 40 grand in your pocket. Take that 40 grand and go pay your shit off, bro. Or go get a lawyer to help you get the shit to disappear or take the number down or something. You telling me you just not working and you're not paying your child support? I have no bail for a nigga that don't take care of his responsibilities, bro. Like none whatsoever. I'm on your ass. Why should anybody feel sorry for you? Especially if we all as men know that nobody in the world gives a fuck about your plight, bro. Why? For what? I'm not your daddy. I don't owe you that softness. I ain't your daddy.
Yeah, see, Travel One said Samuel does Capital One and stuff. Yeah, them commercials, boy, that'd be the move. Shit, you remember back in the day, the Dell dude, man, that was like $1 million. Yeah, you'll see me all on the TV, man. Shit.
So another person, Snoop Dogg, like he does like international commercials. They have that boy speaking Spanish and everything.
You said he on Telemundo and shit.
Right, so something. And then you have
¿Qué te pasa?
Right. Mendocito, but then you have Kevin Hart, who's a big time, actor, whatever. I mean, I'd say he's like a mid-tier comedian or whatever. He ain't that funny, but the thing is, he's always into something.
He always doing commercials too.
Yeah, he do a lot of shit. So that's a good point. Nah.
Mm-hmm. I think another thing too is sometimes when you start looking at specific people and their scenarios and shit, like sometimes the person you talking about is just a shitty person, like just doesn't make good relationships. Like like somebody like Faizon Love, I think that one, he's been in enough movies, and two, he's funny enough for there to be a producer somewhere that would give him work just for the fact that he's Faizon Love, right? Yeah. I see a world that exists where Kevin Hart would put him in a movie just for the sake of putting Faizon Love in a movie. Like with Heartbeat Productions, easy money. You telling me Ice Cube wouldn't put this nigga in another movie? You know what I'm saying? Like you telling me Faizon Love couldn't create another character? I mean, Ice Cube couldn't create another character for Faizon Love with as many movies as this nigga done wrote? He could have been in fucking Ride Along 4 or something like that. But niggas in their relationships and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you an asshole to everybody, and then you want somebody to feel bad because the system came in and came up and caught you up for the shit that you behind on. Like, I don't know, bro.
And I'm gonna add one more thing to it. Now, suppose his girl won't let him do it.
His who?
His girl. His girl. She's gonna say it's not a good look.
What the fuck you talking about?
Oh, you talking about the new bitch?
Yeah.
You talking about the one that didn't even birth the child that he paying for?
Yes.
Oh,
why the frick is she getting in the way?
That's what sometimes it happens. Like you like a happy life, happy wife.
You know what the sad part is? Like, that's,
So wait. No. Matter of fact, Stan,
Y'all
you
better
know
not
what?
let that
If
slide.
that's the case, what you
No,
saying? If that's the case, what you saying? Is she paying for the child support?
no, hold on, guys. Right? What Stan is trying to say is right in short terms. It sounds like some cars like sing type of shit, right? Some Jocelyn type of shit. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
Because keep in mind, right? You know, you do have people like him, right?
You talk about Jocelyn Hernandez.
No, Jocelyn Singh, the Indian woman. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
the one who washed up Akash's career, and then later on he left like Flagrant podcasts and started like unfollowing all these other celebrities that would have easily got him into like other gigs. But you listening to the wrong people who pretty much like will sabotage like your career. So I wouldn't be surprised like if he have like new chick in his ear that's probably telling him like, hey man, like you too good, your face on love, you too good for this, man. You better start asking for like higher pay or whatever. And then next thing you know, man, you just where he at, sitting on that wheelchair with cuffs like on you around your wrist, crying.
So I'm gonna say it one more damn time. Is she paying for the child support?
So Stan and them three, the point y'all trying to make is like he's a pussy. Is that what?
Well, the point I was trying to make was she's a bitch. But if that allegedly if that were happening to his livelihood, so it's
Yeah, because he was on live.
So what we gonna? So basically, what we saying here is we're gonna blame a woman because he don't want to take care of his responsibilities.
No, not blame a woman. Not blame a woman. It's
well, then which one is it?
Because there are men out here that are in the position he's in, but there's a woman in his ear, and he's not standing up for himself in the reality of his life to like, hey, I need to do this, regardless of how you feel. So there are
I'm
men
gonna
out
say
here.
it one more time. I'm gonna say it one more goddamn time. Is she paying
not
for
blaming-
the goddamn child support? What the fuck we talking about?
Because he loves her.
You know why she is, Wally?
Let me make this clear. The point is,
hold on. Let me. What was you about to say? 100.
Wally, she is paying for that child in calories. I promise you, she is.
There's no way, bro. Because trust and believe me, they would have definitely pinned it on her, and she's the one taking care of him. How the hell you have
so
girlfriend?
look, hey Wally. So real quick, do you disagree with the fact that what he's saying is actually is factually happening? Like, do you agree that that is something that actually happened?
Well, as far as like she can be in his ear and then changing his mind and perspective.
It could be pussy or not. You know what I'm saying? That's a different question that I'm asking.
Right,
but do
right.
you think that happens? Okay.
I mean, that could be that guaranteed could be a possibility.
Okay. Now that we understand, that is a possibility. I'm telling you that the only time that is a possibility is when she is a succubus. When she can suck the day out of your spine, brother. When she can make your toes curl up like gang signs, yes, she's going to be able to direct everything.
But 100. Let me. For that to even happen though, wouldn't that female have to like either they would have to be like wealthy or something where she's trying to pull you from that? Cause I just don't see like.
Because this is why I'm coming back to it. Because is she paying for the child support?
SJ. It's a nigga at FedEx right now doing exactly what Stan talking about.
Let me make this clear for the audience, right? The point that we're making, we're not adding the woman as if or blame the woman as if it's the woman's fault that Faizon allegedly could be bitch potential. We're just that if you allow someone to influence you, it could be like one of your homies or whatever. God damn it, you people in the chat. But if it's like one of your homies, right, your male homies that's playing like an influence in your life, right, and it's all up in your ear, right, whispering sweet nothings to you, and you falling for the bait and you acting according to that, it's totally like his fault. I mean, this whole premise, the reason why he's in this situation right now is totally his fault because.
Well, that's the obvious part. We already know that. I mean, you could just go look at past history videos on YouTube and just look at the stupid stuff he be saying sometimes.
Yes, we can't blame it on anyone else, even if they were in his.
Well, we all know that. We ain't blaming a woman for him having a baby and shit.
Now we was just
No,
confused by
we ain't
y'all
talking about her.
Depending on what
explanation.
nigga you ask. Depending on what nigga you ask, yes, she is.
But all right, man. Let's go ahead and go to the last topic. So this one was that Dave Ramsey one. And in this scenario, the dad left his son all the money because his two sisters sided with the mom when she was having an affair. So they call it the guy called up there. He was like, "Hey man, my sisters are coming to me. You know, they want some money and stuff." And he's feeling kind of guilty that the dad ain't leaving no money and stuff. So let me go ahead and play this out. And I got some questions for y'all.
Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So my father passed a few months ago, and the thing is, thank you. And the thing is, he left everything to me: his house, his investments, his business. He didn't give anything to my sisters, who are estranged and with our mother ever since my parents divorced. And my sisters are. They have asked me to help pay their student loans because my father left them with nothing.
How much was it?
Combined, I believe they went to both undergrad and grad, so combined it's about $300,000.
No, how much was the? Yes, thank you for telling me that. But how much was the inheritance?
It's a couple million. It's basically his house, his investments, and his business.
When you say a couple million, is that like 2 million or is that like 6 million?
It's in the 8 figures.
Okay. So we're talking 10 million plus.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
So he purposefully did not leave any money to your sisters because he had no relationship with them. And that was his call.
Y'all think that's kind of fucked up? He ain't leave shit
No,
to
he
him,
has
though?
the right.
So wait a minute, real quick. I just want to understand one thing. Now, when he said that, okay, because I know he was explaining that the sisters had their own student loan stuff. Were they living under the parents before all the separation happened, before he passed away, or neither? Which one is it? Or they were living on their own terms?
He gonna get to the details
Wally,
on that. I don't
you
think
know
they were.
exactly what happened, Wally.
Cause I'm dead ass serious. Like, I gotta ask, cause if you living on your own terms, you cut those student loans. That's your own fucking problem. Take care of it as an adult.
Yeah, he said
Okay.
estranged. They were estranged from the father, so there was no relationship.
Yeah, strange meaning they side with the mother because of the cheating allegations.
Okay. But just hearing this part so far, you think it's messed up? The dad didn't leave them no bread when he had like 10 million.
No.
All right, so Stan says is a
Respectfully,
no.
I need more detail.
M3, you think that's messed up as a parent?
I would say like it depends on the situation. So if I'll just use my mom example, right? So because she's no longer around, but let's just say she passed and she left me with millions, right? And none of my other siblings or family members got anything. I think that would be fair for her to leave me with a lump sum of money. But she passed and she gave it to them. And she didn't give me shit. Oh, that would be fucked up, man. You know?
Okay. I see you. What about you, Wally? You think it's fair or unfair that he didn't leave the sisters with no money? Wally must be gone. What about you, 100?
I want to say, just on the surface level, without a bunch of details, I want to say it's wrong. Just on the surface.
Okay. I'm kind of with you. I'm like, man, it's kind of messed up. You ain't gotta leave like.
But I'm petty, so.
Sorry about that. I left the room real quick. But no, I was saying, yeah, let me keep hearing the situation because I need to know exactly though.
Okay. Let me play some more.
Just make some blind statement
to make.
Are they misbehaviors?
He basically cut them off because they sided with our mother during their divorce.
Okay, so they're team mom, you were team dad, and he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna leave it all to my son, who's been loyal to me."
Yes.
Okay, and now they're resentful because they feel like they deserve a portion of this money.
It seems like it, yes.
Okay, I think this is more relational, emotional than it is financial. You could write them a check and pay off the loans, but I don't know that you agree with the principle behind it, or that would have been your father's heart.
Well, yeah. What do you want to do? What's your heart lean towards?
Meet EveryDollar budgeters. Hold on, I gotta skip this commercial shit.
I ain't cutting no check.
Stan, you're greedy. You're a greedy motherfucker, Stan.
Well, cutting a check. How dare you go to grad school on what money and what grounds? No.
What's your heart lean towards?
I don't want to disrespect my father in any way.
Okay.
Do you have a
And
relationship
for
with your
me,
sisters, or is it estranged as well?
It's estranged.
Okay.
So
Oh, there
they
you go.
only come to me only for very
There you
unique
go.
cases, or when they were going to college or grad, they came to both my father and I for money. My father, I know I was there. My father refused to pay for them, and that's why they had the debt to begin with.
So wait a minute, you're trying to so based upon what he just said right there, when they were in school, they would come to him and his father for money. So that means, as far as the relationship goes, y'all only coming for bread. Man,
Yep.
kick this bitch up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
go
sound
ask
like
your
the
stepfather for money. Go ask your stepfather for money.
yeah. Does it sound like the dad was a fucker with him? But all right, let me keep playing.
So it's been
But-
transactional, this entire relationship.
But can I ask, because here where I'm sitting, and you've given us, thank you for sharing what you've shared so far. What I'm trying to weigh, and George, I don't know how you're looking at this either, but I'm trying to weigh if this was a decision that was made out of dysfunction, which is I'm forcing you to choose sides, and you guys are children, so you're choosing whatever, I don't know, the parent you like the most that day, that sort of thing. And is this your father, having a kind of just an immature moment, right? Or is this really a reason that is with good reasoning behind it of, hey, I cut them off because they were misbehaving in this way and they made these poor choices? Or is it literally just simply, I don't like your mother anymore and they like her, you're dead to me?
So my mother had an affair.
She asking a lot of questions. She done turned her into Dr. Phil. I was like, man, look.
Hey, shoot me. I ain't mad at it. Just let it keep rolling.
Oh, wait. Before you keep rolling, look at the caller's city and state.
Oh, this your homeboy. Shout, he over there in your neck of the woods, then.
How many times on the Dave Ramsey show from this damn city and state people been calling in with money problems with families
Yeah,
that
they
we
got quite a
cover?
bit. Yeah. Shout out to y'all over there, man. Creating havoc, creating content.
That's why they divorced. My sister sided with my mother because they liked the affair partner more, and I sided with my father because he was my father.
Got you. Okay. So you can't see how they would stand by someone who would do such a thing, basically.
Yes.
I understand. Okay.
I think you're going to be resentful if you give this money. And I'd rather them be resentful towards you than you be resentful towards them.
Okay.
There's no easy answer here. They're going to hate you, but it sounds like they didn't like you to begin with. They just used you for transactional moments. And so I don't think this is going to change anything if you say, that wasn't my father's wishes. I'm sorry.
Listen, I got more to I feel more to it than that. How old were you guys when this happened?
I was 17. My sisters were 15 and 13.
That's interesting to me. Listen, I don't think there's a wrong or right.
So when the divorce and / cheating happened, he was 17 and they were both 15 and 14. So they were even in college. They were even in college at this point. So at this point, this relationship already restrained. Yeah, they're pretty much in high school. So that means before any of this even happened, where these loans and all this money and stuff. So wait a minute. So you're trying to tell me your mother cheated, you side with the mother, y'all mother freaking end up splitting up. The father had no relationship with y'all because y'all were thinking smart enough to realize your mother was just being a scarlet, and yet you still think that not only your father, even your own brother that you don't even have a good relationship with either, also should be helping y'all pay y'all bills that y'all now adults to pay. Yeah, I'm about to write this on the wall. It's called "Who the fuck do you think you are?" Where you
There was
think
one more
I gotta
thing,
do this shit for
Wally.
you.
There was one more thing in there that he said that was very important. He said they had chose the fair partner over their father.
The fair part. What the fuck that means?
The fair partner.
A fair partner.
Yeah, the affair part. I already mentioned that part.
No,
So
they
look.
prefer the stepfather over their own father.
So here's the thing: the only
Prefer by what means?
No, the person that she was having an affair on the
I know
father.
that, but that's my problem though. By what means? Because okay, if you prefer him, then why he ain't paying for y'all?
There you
Don't
go.
see. Okay, time out. So this is the one piece that I'm still trying to work between choosing either piece of shit or justified, right? There's only one piece that I'm trying to understand, and that is what does siding with the other, like what does that mean, right? And what I mean is are y'all like was your expectation for us to just be like, nah, fuck that, fuck him, he ain't shit, like were y'all expecting us to just destroy him, and because we didn't, now y'all don't fuck with us? Or was this really a legitimate like, oh no, dad, you're a piece of shit, you never loved mom, he loves mom, he takes better, like if it was that type of situation, then yeah, fuck them. But I don't know, man. I feel it because he low-key sound like a little bitch. I just don't want to upset my daddy. I don't want to upset my daddy.
No, I get that part too. Why? But at the same time, though, right?
So he do sound a little soft. So they're again as a petty nigga, I can understand some petty shit. But like, you know what? I ain't gonna leave these bitches nothing. I can understand it. Like I see where it exists, but right now it's just sounding a little petty to me, for real.
100. I think he just don't want to give up that bread. I think he see that 10 million. He like, look, I ain't trying to cut them little checks.
Yeah,
so I
because,
think he's
okay,
like holding to that story.
If he didn't want to cut the but if he didn't want to cut the money, I mean, at this point, you wouldn't even waste time to even ask. So he definitely has some conscience. He just over here trying to see if it's reasonable to do it, even if he didn't want to. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
For real. I get what you say, Wally, but you know how some people they like seek out somebody that's gonna co-sign him, because like you said, he's probably got a little bit of a conscience left, but he's about to drink that shit off with some champagne, and he was like, let me call Dave Ramsey show and validate my decision making. That's what I think he's at.
No, I think
I don't hear that though. But here's my thing though, because I want to actually touch on what Watt said earlier, because it's like, okay, let's touch on this, right? Because even with what Stan was saying, okay, let's say hypothetically the girls favored the dude that the mother was dealing with for whatever reasons. But my thing is this: if you're caught cheating, why the fuck you just didn't leave the relationship if the relationship was bad with the husband for whatever reason it is? Because that's right there is the other added part if that's the case. Because if you favored the quote unquote step parent over your own original father, that would technically would have to mean that based upon how the relationship was going, the relationship was going bad. But the thing is this: if the relationship was going bad, why the fuck did you cheat? Because you were spiteful as fuck. That's what I'm saying. There ain't no favorable sides on this shit.
What you talk about?
The
dad didn't cheat.
Stan said, no. I didn't say the dad cheat. I'm saying this. Stan said that the daughters picked the favorable guy because they were favorable to him, the step dude. So my point is, okay, if that's the case, if there's a reason for whatever allegations of cheating or whatever allegations of, you didn't respect our mother enough and blah, 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 whatever the notion is, whatever the situation is. My point is this, though. Why did she didn't just get up and leave the relationship and just move on versus just cheating? Because you were equally being spiteful about the whole situation. So this is a whole messy situation. That's what I'm saying.
The dad ain't do nothing.
I'm not talking about the father, man. Oh
my! She ain't want to leave that situation because he got some bread. She was comfortable, so she wanted her cake and eat it too. And that dad was like, "Look, y'all got a decision to make." The dad was like, "Look," to the girls. He's like, "Look, y'all fucking with y'all mom. Y'all got it. I ain't giving no bread. Y'all got to kick rocks."
And he probably did get bread, like child support, and because that neighborhood, that area, there's money, so. The one person that has not been talked about in all this, right, and who's probably talking in his ear and who can pull the strings, his heartstrings, and make him feel guilty and second guess his choices is the mother.
I don't think so. I think that son, he sound detached from like the sisters and the mom.
No, because he understands that what she did was spiteful.
That boy is easily emotionally manipulated. I'm telling you, the only reason... Because if he actually didn't want to disrespect his father, if that was actually his thought process, this wouldn't be a question for him.
Exactly.
But based on what Stan's saying, because his mom is able to get in his ear and talk to him, now he starts feeling bad. He's wavering back and forth. Because I don't think it's a money thing for real. Because like at the end of the day, nigga, you telling me you got 10 million? What is 300,000 of you for real? Like for real? Like it transactional. No,
But I ain't gonna lie though. But
You know how many chinchilla jackets you could buy with that?
Hold on. Forget
You know how many
damn
sports
jacket.
cars?
Man, fuck a sports car. But look, let's be real though. I'm looking at it as the relationship between him and the sisters. That at this point, fuck the father. Like this was between you and them.
You can't ignore that part though. Not for him.
I mean, I'm not
for
gonna
that
say we gotta ignore it, but at this point, bro, it's like you want to talk about, oh, I don't want to, disrespect my father's wishes. Fuck your father's wishes. He ain't here no more. This is between you and them now. And the person in reality, y'all ain't cool. So,
I think y'all wrong, man. I think y'all wrong. I think this is a game to him. I think he's calling in. He ain't giving that bread up. He ain't feeling bad about his decision making. You see where the like them serial killers or them things, they be calling it the cops and like acting like they're innocent. I think he's getting a thrill out of like calling his shows. He ain't giving that bread up.
Man, it's bullshit.
So here's my concern: 100 watts. We're giving the 300,000. I give you 300,000 today. How much money you gonna ask tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? They've been begging for money from the get-go. And so when his father was alive, he had no problem saying no because his father said no. But now you have only one surviving parent, and I'm going to stand by it. I believe it's his mother.
One surviving parent? You mean he
has to sacrifice. No, but I'm saying, but he only got one. So I'm sure enough the mother is like, because the relationship between mother and sons is different. And so
exactly, because she knows that he's a cheating whore. What the fuck we talking about?
No, but he said he chose his dad though. That's what I'm saying.
Right,
man.
but
of course you choose your look.
Man, but I think he only chose the dad because of the situation. Fuck that.
Anybody is a child of divorce. I'm going to tell you this now. When the judge asks me if I choose to be with my father and mother, I chose my mother. I had no problem because my father is constantly introducing me to his blankets and sheets, aka stepmothers. Always telling me I got a new mother. And in one point, I called one of them, I think it was the third one I met, I call her a cum rag. I was not the nicest stepson.
But Stan, you're putting your own situation in it. Say like your dad was like, hold on.
But understand,
real quick, I'm just saying, Stan, just let me give you the scenario.
Put you in that position. Parents
but I'm saying, okay, say your dad was like a good dad. He was very involved and your mom creeped on him and cheated. Would you go with your dad in that case then?
If he brings a stepmother, I got problems.
Don't even worry about the stepmother. Like your dad got cheated on and your mom got this guy and shit. Would you have sided with
I'm going with the parent. Yeah, I'm going with him because I'm not. Again, me and step parents don't work. Okay. Me and step parents do not work.
See, I think the son looked at it like that. Like, man, you over here getting pounded out, fucked up our family dynamics and shit. And then the sisters was just going along with it because that was mom and shit. They could see no wrong in their eyes with her. So the dad was like, I ain't fucking with them.
No, because they always want money. So why don't you get it from your stepfather? Oh, that's right, because your mom is living on love. Your stepfather is probably some SoundCloud rapper. You know what I'm saying? Touring from Reno and Carnival and Royal Cruise Line. And so, like, he ain't got no money to give you. And
I ain't even think about this aspect. If they got a divorce, she probably got half of this shit. So that's probably where he's like.
And she spent it.
Yeah, blew through that shit and didn't leave the girls nothing. So now they coming to him. He like, man, your mom done got half. What the fuck y'all want?
Let's keep this video going because Lord knows, boy.
Right to this, I really don't. It feels very extreme to me that I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just telling you my thoughts. It feels extreme to me that a parent would put children in a situation where they have to choose. And because something about the situation made you guys feel like you had to choose, right? And
not really. I mean, the thing is, I did not know about my parents' affair. Apparently my sisters did.
And they said nothing.
And yeah, they said nothing.
Which is not on that's not on the daughters. It's on the parent to not put them in the position to keep that secret. Like, kids are kids. Teenagers, they're kids.
A 15-year-old doesn't have the emotional bandwidth to navigate that.
Yeah. And probably thinks, I'm going to be disloyal. Like, kids don't understand what role to play in that. Now, looking back on adults, we can look back and go, maybe I should have done this, maybe I shouldn't. Who knows if they've done the right therapy to work through those things. I just feel that on a surface level, to punish the children for a spousal misbehavior because the children didn't react in the way that the adults felt should have happened. I do struggle with that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just telling you called in. So I'm saying I do have a little bit of a struggle with that. It's not an error on your part. It feels like an error on the dad for saying, I'll show you, and kind of putting a lot of that sting and unforgiveness for what mom did on the kids. That's
Y'all agree with what she's saying? 100.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You
That's
gotta
when
know.
I'm gonna make
Hold on.
When do you
Wally,
start teaching your kids
hold on,
right and wrong?
Wally, let 100 go, and then you go.
Yeah, complete left turn. Cause look, as a parent, like you, excuse me, as a parent, you love your kids. You want to always love your kids, but especially once they get to a certain age, like, hey fam, you responsible for your own shit. You're not about to just disrespect. Because again, what I really think happened versus what's possible, right? What I really think happened was, yes, after they split up, it was a whole no, fuck you, dad. Basically, it was fuck you until I need some money. They would ignore his phone calls. They wouldn't respond to his text messages. They never wanted to hang out, but they'll send him a Cash App request and say, send me $500, right? And you talking about San Jose, California, and there's already a possibility he was already sending the money on a regular basis.
Facts.
He could have very well, like, especially once they got to college, he could have very well already been sending the money. And whole time, fuck you, dad. You're the worst ever. Mom's happy now. All that shit. Okay, cool. Hey, bet. Don't even worry about it. I did everything I was supposed to do for you while I was alive and breathing on this planet. So now at this point, you on your own, cuz. So no, fuck that. You're not about to disrespect me for 10, 15, 20 years, however long he was able to be alive around his grown ass, disrespectful ass little girls. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not about to do that forever and then think I'm still about to. Nah, fuck you and fuck that. That shit is like people like to just brush emotional response off of children because they're children. Nah, fuck that. That's you're telling me at 15 them kids didn't know how to poke at their dad about the fact that their mom was getting her back broke. You got life fucked up if you think they didn't know how to, like, they don't have the bandwidth to do it. No, like that's a lie. Are they as functional as a grown adult? No. Can they maneuver on the scale of what happens in a relationship like an adult can? No. But to think that they don't have the ability or the understanding of what is happening, that's a complete fucking lie.
Go ahead, Wally. What was you?
I mean, at this point, I mean, Watts pretty much called it down the line. I mean, there's just no way. I just couldn't sit there and believe, like, oh, you didn't know what was morally correct in a situation like this. Like, what? This is what I'm saying. Like, regardless of this whole cheating allegation, as far as what exactly happened or how things were going or how the relationship looked like, again, I don't know what world, as far as what Stan said, saying that the girls favored the stepdaddy. I don't see how to, again, I don't know what the notion, the relationship, whatever. But in a world where you sit here and say that you favor someone else other than the original, again, what the fuck happened then? Because again, it's not even being brought up to this point where it's even being mentioned to that point. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't really trying to hear that part because it's like, there ain't nothing coming up about that. But at this point, man, look, nah, I just can't see it that way, like what she's saying, because it's like, again, you can't dictate. Like, okay, you have enough emotional intelligence to dictate your mother being wrong by your father, but you can't tell that cheating was wrong in the same light. Okay, so y'all wishy-washy with what y'all picking. Nah.
You know what's crazy about this? It's the fact that one, they knew what was happening, they were involved in it, and they benefited from it. And that's the part that's crazy. I understand that people were like, well, they were just kids, but the fact that the mother went ahead and got them into it, mother's wrong for that. But then you got this man who, for some strange reason, got them on his side, which is predatory. That's crazy work. And so, yeah, it's sad that they gone through that. But at the same time, like you're now 18. You're now going to college. You're asking for money. And while you're asking for money, you know who to go to, which is your father and your brother. And they've told you no so many times. So the question I have, and I don't know, like if you could look it up real quick. If you look up the Santa Clara County, this was San Jose, California is that. If you look at how many millionaires we have in that county, and also you're in the state of California, like if you have like a B average, you can get into a state college for free. So I'm sorry, like it's no sympathy, no nothing here. You don't get the money because 300,000 today, it's $1 million tomorrow. So no. Go to your stepfather, ask him for the money.
You said, did I hear you wrong? But you said the stepfather getting the girls on his side was predatory. Is that what you
Well,
said?
like I mean, like when they were dating, when that was an affair, because they knew about it, he wooed them in, and the mother got them involved, which is it's like, yo, that host, like, it's like, yo, you're not even looking at the mother's involvement. Like, how do you get your children involved with your affair partner?
Is
That's
that
crazy
no?
work.
See, no. Time out. See, you're making it predatory, but
Yeah, it's like even I.
but when you fucking a chick with kids, you have to be involved in whatever level she wants you to be when it comes to kids. Like if you fucking a chick with kids and she wants you to be like the present day, like while you fucking her, you got to be present. You know what I'm saying? Like
There's not divorce, but mind you,
but we're talking about a dude that's fucking a chick with kids. He clearly didn't care. He clearly didn't care that she was married.
yes, but understand you're the parent. So when my father was doing his stuff, that's why I have no reason. That's why I have no problem calling them cum rags. Come get your blanket. Why is your sheet talking to me? Why is this bitch here? I had
Yeah,
no
your
problem saying that
perspective. Your
because the
perspective is
divorce
that.
wasn't happening yet. But I'm meeting your girlfriends. I'm 12. Guess what?
Yeah,
I've been like
predator.
this. I've been like this up to this day. Still to this day. I'm in my 40s. They tell me introduce me to a new woman. I take a deep breath. I have gone through a lot of anger management. I have not done any voodoo dolls or lit up any candles.
Yeah,
I just take a
predatory
deep
is a
breath.
strong word. You got to be mad at the parent for
Yeah, but it's
like,
still
well,
predatory. Come here. I never had a son
nah,
before.
you
Oh,
can't
what
go
do you think about
predatory.
me as a mother? I'm sorry, it's predatory. Get away from me. Like, look,
But real quick, I
have your
looked up.
stuff. Don't bring the kids involved. She's wrong for it. Don't
Oh
involve the
yeah, no, the
kids.
mom is definitely wrong. But I'm just saying, real
I'm
quick,
talking.
it said the millionaires is Santa Clara County. It's the richest county in California with a median household income of 164,000 and a medium home price of 1.6 million. Yeah, damn. Yeah. So definitely affluent area and stuff like that. But real quick, I don't care if a kid's fucking 8 years old. You better tell me your mom's a thought. God damn it. I want to know. You better say something. So yeah, that's messed up. Because even if you're like somebody's younger, it's like, all right, man, I do get like a kid can't process that stuff. But it's like, man, as soon as you start hitting 18 and stuff, you can have a talk with your parent like, man, that was messed up what I did. Our mom did, crossing that line and stuff like that. So yeah, just to sit back and not say nothing and come and ask for money. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this. On the flip side, I'm gonna say this real quick. On the flip side, right? If a man was coming around my mother, I had no problem telling my father.
Yeah, I would
Like,
tell my other parent, like if I see some shit, I'll put myself at 15. I'm be like, look, so and
not like
so's
who
doing
is
this
he?
grime. Yeah.
I'll tell my father like, hey, you come here Monday through Friday, but he coming here on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I would have let my parent know.
Fortunately for me, my father did enough getting caught on his own that I didn't have to worry about. he was getting caught on his own, so I ain't even had to worry about getting in the middle of that shit. But look, man, in terms of the dad leaving the money or not, I ain't like I get it. Like I understand it. Like this world that we live in, people think they just entitled to shit. You think just because you're the son of or the daughter of, you're supposed to be entitled to this treatment in life when you move around in the world. You think that just because you're related to or you happen to be formally employed by such and such, you're supposed to receive certain treatment. Like people think that there's a level of entitlement just because of who they're attached to. And hey, welcome to the real world, shorty. You clearly didn't get it before, but now you do. This is the real world, and you don't get shit just because of your last name.
Nah, that's a good point, 100. Because that's why when she started talking, she put it like the onus on the father. It's like, man, he got a right to write his will however he want to, based on whatever like metrics he had, and he got a solid point. Like the mom was the one that was out there creeping.
That nigga's
You know,
dead
she
and
ain't
he's still
addressed her. She was like, well,
responsible
the
for him.
dad, pinned everybody against each other. It's like, nah, the mom kind of set up that whole situation.
But we all know why it's there, though. I mean, the idea of the entitlement, we all know why it's there. You're the parent. You have responsibilities. That's just the scapegoat of it all.
Even in death?
Well, hey, you leave a legacy, right? That's the legacy. You leave the inheritance. Even in
The
death.
legacy you came from these balls and you're here. That's what the legacy starts and ends.
No, don't start that shit. Don't start that shit.
Nah, because if it sound like because they asked earlier when that affair happened, everybody was fairly young and now they're in college, so they had enough time to grow out of that entitlement. Because the dad seemed like he cut them off a minute after they stepped over them boundaries, so they ain't learned their lesson.
Yeah, 'cause again, that neighborhood and that money he has, like Lord knows how much money he was doing child support, and also state of California, we don't have spousal support, so it is 50-50.
Man, the brother need to mention.
It's community property. You're in community property. After 10 years of marriage, it's community property. He was 17, so she got a lot of. It was probably 60-40.
Well, probably when they had to split everything, he probably wasn't balling out like the way, he probably like leveled up even afterwards. So that's probably where the sisters and them, like, definitely she got some shit, but he probably like continued on business wise, leveled up after the divorce, and then now that's where they looking at him like, oh shit, he got all that.
Imagine living in a 3-bedroom with your dad, and then when your mom and dad split up, this nigga moved to a penthouse.
Mom was the problem.
Yeah, Pops had leveled up. Then left it with his son. Like, we living large over here.
That nigga moved into a penthouse and got a Benz. Was like, you know what? Fuck it.
That's
I'm
right.
out here. Yeah, I would be mad too. I'd be mad too.
But I would have came and apologized though. I would have dropped all that entitlement. Like, hey, I was wrong. So it sounded like they wouldn't even do all that though. That's what I'm saying. That's where they fucked up. That dad was like, all right, y'all want to play this game? Y'all just made y'all brother a multi-millionaire.
I'm no therapist, so that's just my 2 cents. This is tough. I'm not gonna lie.
So my father, he suffered very greatly from the divorce, very emotionally. I know because I was there.
Sure, yeah, rightfully so.
He dipped into the alcohol. He dipped into alcohol for a while, but he built himself back up. And he showered me with love and attention because I was the only one that he had. And I don't want to in any way disrespect his wishes. I think he had a purpose.
Okay, so you got emotional guilt.
When he wrote his will and he never changed it. I think he had a purpose to when he refused my sisters for the college. And that's only a drop in the bucket. There have been numerous instances where I know that my father has tried to reach out, especially when my sisters had their kids.
And they didn't want anything to do with him. So can I ask this question? Did they? Okay, he wrote them off because they followed mom. Did they then write him off because he wrote them off? Was it? Do you see what I'm saying? Who wrote whom off first?
My sisters.
Don't it sound like she trying to find some way to like make the dad the enemy, the bad guy?
No, but she's trying to get proper context. I ain't mad at it because at the end of the day, you need proper context to the situation, anyways. But at this
proper
point,
context. Go ahead.
Shut your ass up. You know what context I'm talking about.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what context I'm talking about. Don't act stupid.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
But the point. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, N3. You've been gone for a minute.
Yeah. So Jerk and I, we definitely caught this, and I'm for sure Stan caught this as well too. Like the woman, black lady with the nice hair, right? I love her hair or whatever. But no, she was trying to find a way to like villainize to justify, the dad being a villain, basically, and why the women started to cut him off the way that he cut them off. But the way how she asked that question, she made sure she framed it in a way like, oh, don't you think that the reason why like the family's dysfunctional and the daughters the way that they are is because like the dad was probably a little harsh on them, and he cut them off of their finances and all that. So that's why it was justified to cut him off. I know that type of tactic. I don't know what was his reply like. What's his reply going to be after a question? But
yeah, he said that they the ones that cut him off before he ever did. He was trying to make amends and trying to talk to them after finding out they even got kids. Right. So he's still being the responsible daddy.
But the son did kind of stun on him a little bit though, because he was like, "Hey, I was the only one around, and he did shower me with love and gifts."
Well, of course, who else was he gonna shower?
This is all he got.
Who else?
He did squeeze that in though. He was like, "Look,
that's what parents usually do when they have only one kid."
Pops, he's like, he hit the liquor a little bit, but he built himself back up, aka he got back to business. And since I was around and I chose the right side, which some little chicks didn't, Dad showered me with love and gifts." And she was like, "Fuck." She was like, "Let me back out my point." But then she tried to like reframe it like you were saying them three and try to pin it back on the father in a slick way.
Mm-hmm. But they also like he tried them in, and they had children, so there's grandkids. So the grandkids are calling the affair partner grandpa. Fuck all of y'all. Y'all ain't doing shit.
But all right, let me play some more.
I would wait one more thing. I would have put it in a trust. I would have made the decision for my son. I would put it in a trust that they don't touch the money. Them little crumb snatcher grandkids don't touch the money, and the great grandkids all the way up to the 5th generation, making sure none of them ever see that money until the 5th one, and they only get a freaking $1. And then
yeah, I'm with you.
Laws and regulations are you on?
But I think
I'm with Stan on that.
I assume that they already have a trust or a strong like type of will, because again, at the end result, the two sisters have to beg the brother, right, to kind of bail them out of their student loans or whatever. Look, man.
Well, he just left it to him. It's not necessarily he put it in the trust, but yeah, I would have did what Stan's saying. I would have had like strong language. You fuck around and give your sisters any money. It's a
money
wrap.
can never touch them. Yeah, it can never touch them. There's some trust out here. It skips a generation. Like even Michael Jackson kids, they don't have access to Michael Jackson stuff. It's a trust. Like it's like step. But like at 25, this is all you get. At 30, this is all you getting. At 35, this is it. I don't care who you married. They'll have access to nothing. Your kids, this all they're gonna get. Their spouse is not getting anything. He put in some work. Like nobody else is coming in touching anything that he worked for.
Okay. Let me play some more. 100. Did you have something before I play some more of the video, or okay?
Really.
And what was their reason for writing him off if he was completely an innocent party in all of this? I don't know. That's the part I'm trying to understand. It's one thing for them to be like, we still like mom, like we don't want this, and for whatever their reasons were, they continue to have a relationship with her. But what would make them completely disassociate from dear old innocent dad who did nothing wrong but loved them?
It was basically, from what I understand, the affair partner was very charismatic. He bought them a lot of stuff, and this was back when my father's business wasn't successful.
Okay.
So,
Right.
To say he probably bought their love and affection.
Got it. So it was a materialistic relationship.
Here's my final take on this. Again, not trying to play armchair therapist, but I think you're not ready to forgive your sisters and cause reconciliation, and giving them this money feels like you're taking that next step. Is that accurate?
I know that the thing is that I want the old grudges to die. At the same time, I want to respect my father's wishes. And because my father was a God-fearing man, he was very devout. And I know that forgiveness is in the Bible, but I don't know, you're right, I am not ready to forgive them for the pain that they caused my father. Neither my mother, neither my sisters.
That's it. You just said it out loud.
If you're not ready to forgive,
not ready.
Don't forgive yet, but I think you should eventually. And my final take is, I do think that him cutting them off was a little bit of dysfunction on his part. And I don't think that they necessarily deserve that. It doesn't sound like I wasn't there, but based on what you said, I don't know if I want to keep that dysfunction going.
Yeah. And I want you to be giving out of joy. That's how giving should be done, not out of, I just hate to be doing this with a clenched fist. So I'd read that Bible again and see if all that grace and mercy talk might eventually heal some of this relational dysfunction. So.
All right, 100. What you think about that last bit?
This is just another great example about how when you got nuts, even when you dead, you still responsible for the people you're responsible for. Like it don't matter, bro. it don't matter. Even when you dead, you still got to make the supposed noble decision, no matter what your scenario is, because everybody just sat here and listened to her. Oh, the perfect dad who did nothing. Ain't nobody say nothing about that man being perfect. That's not nobody ever tried to lay a claim that man was perfect, and nobody believes that man was perfect. Most people that's listening to this can see that there is slightly a level of dysfunction that's involved in this, but the parents did that shit. The parents were slightly dysfunctional. Okay, cool. We can see that, but to make what sound like she was trying to paint him as a villain, I do think that's a little fucked up, because at the end of the day, he still had the right to make whatever decision he wanted to with his motherfucking money that he motherfucking made while he was alive, for one. And for two, y'all can keep acting like a man is not able to make an emotional response to some shit. Like he's not able to, like, so what? That grown ass man made an emotional decision and said, I don't want to take care of them. So what? So now the last 70 years of him being a man is erased because he made that decision? Fuck you and fuck that.
Man, I agree with what you were saying, man. She definitely was trying to push, like, he's still wrong, man. The dude explained, like, them sisters, they chose the wrong horse in the race. They overlooked their dad because they was getting some trinkets and some gifts from that, like what Stan said, the stepdaddy, and the dad sat back and watched that. He was like, okay, I'm about to go hard at this work, and I'm about to show y'all. So nah, man, they screwed him over. They was materialistic, like she said. So yeah, that's crazy. Fuck that. I'm cutting everybody off. That dad, when he sat back and he just like he took that and used it as motivation. This is how men should handle situations. Like, use that shit as fuel to like get your shit to that next level and shit on all of them. And that one son, he needs to knock it off. He's got to grab his nuts. Don't give them sisters shit. Here's what you need to do. It's like both. What did he say? Both of the sisters had like 300,000 in student loans.
But they also got kids. Are they married?
But I'm just saying, what was the math? What was it, like 300,000 around that? So like, this is what he needs to do.
That.
Okay, so 300 a piece, about 600,000. Go buy an Aston Martin and go buy a Bentley. If you wanted to give your sisters that money, buy sports cars. God damn it! I need you to stun on them.
but here's the thing. This is the problem with giving money in California. When you give money, you gotta pay taxes on the money you give. California is pretty much is effed up. You just can't.
I can't do California.
Like,
go ahead,
you have to
M3.
pay state taxes and federal taxes on the money that you give. That's half. Already gone.
I can't.
I'm sorry, M3. Go ahead.
Look, forgive me if I'm breaking out in allergies right now, because they hit us with. See, at the end, and it all makes sense. They hit us with what white Jesus will do right now.
Oh.
And I was like, good Lord, like the moment, like, and I already knew, like, the lady, right, whatever, the interviewer, right, already had like a prejudgment, like, on like the dad, rest in peace, like, to his, good soul, but you already painted him as a villain. So like, oh, his tactics was like harsh, basically, like you calling him like a light-skinned petty type of dude if he was black.
It's facts.
But but the thing is, the reason why, like, dude, even on the talk show or whatever podcast, right, on the phone, asking these silly girly ass like questions, right? And the reason why he's extra bitch made or whatever, right, is because somewhere down the line in his church, his local neighborhood church stand, he has a pastor in his ear right now. And she might be, I don't know, male, female, whatever, right? But there's a pastor in his ear right now that's telling him, hey, man, you need to forgive your sisters, let go, donate some of that money. Or maybe start the pastor of the church that they go to, since it seemed like they grew up in some type of local church or whatever. So now they're pressuring the son to pretty much donate the money through the women, right? Because the women's going to be the biggest consumers, and then they're going to give it to the pastor or whatever. I know I'm going far fetched on this one, but hear me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that was me, and my family gave me some money like that, and somebody was asking, "Oh, you gonna give it to your family?" I'm like, "Hell no!" Right? And look, the money belongs to me for a reason. If it was in the will or within the trust of my own family or dad or whatever, and he told me not to spend his money, I'm gonna be a good, obedient son, and I'm not gonna spend his money and waste it on some like heathens or whatever, right? But again, you know, you gotta forgive and forget and give your money away. Look, the hell with that. Okay, when it comes like to money like that, we already know these hoes are not responsible, you know, and we probably could assume like, okay, based off like the family dynamic, it just went sour at the end. So let them work hard like they supposed to. Go get a job, OnlyFans or whatever. If you want
Ooh,
money,
not the OnlyFans.
and you'll pay off all your student debt.
Yeah, no doubt.
California taxes on OnlyFans is wild.
That's why they go to
California
Florida.
taxing everything, boy.
That's why they go to Florida and Texas. No,
But all right,
seriously.
Wally.
Disgusting.
Wally, you got anything before we close it out?
What honestly can I say left? what honestly can I say left? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that was a crazy story, man. That was a good one. Who found out?
You know, we took this long just to get to the meat and potatoes of this whole entire thing. Hey, look, I'm gonna say just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all bitches don't deserve nothing. Your father
Damn.
tried to motherfucking work with y'all. He tried his patience. He tried to rekindle a relationship with y'all after finding out y'all had grandkids and knowing that he's a family man, because pretty much that's what was pretty much told to us at this point. And you still told him fuck him. Okay, yeah, nah, there ain't nothing to rekindle here. It's real clear and it's real prophetically sound. Bye.
You know what's sad
All
about
time,
this?
drop the numbers, everything.
You know the sad thing about this advice it's the saddest thing is that you went ahead and pulled the Jesus card. That was the most despicable thing.
They only pulled
on
the
this
Jesus card
show.
because he mentioned that his religion.
But mind you, this is religious programming, right? And the thing about you can it's a step forward towards reconciling, and I'm just like, forgive and forget does not mean that you have the same relationship. Like, if he wants to give money, it's probably better off for the next generation because we don't even know their situation because they got kids. So how you have $300,000 in debt and you got children? Are you not paying the debt off? Are you like not married? Like, what's going on? There's like so much things that's happening. And what Anthony mentioning, like, we've seen it in church quite a few times where church will leverage off the family member with the most money and trying to get them to give more without like, yo, the other person that wants the money, they gotta put in work. Hold on to the money. Like, it's not my place to tell you to give your money to a sibling or to a family member. Like, but to pull in the spiritual aspect of it, it's despicable. I feel like Daffy Duck.
What spiritual input? There's no spiritual input out here.
No, but the thing is that like people, so these religious organizations, type of business people or whatever, right, will use this Bible, the structure to create emotional decisions on your part. So that way, if it goes south, it's your fault because you made an emotional decision. But again,
I think this is where we fall. This is where we have to realize these churches nothing but heathens. For most of them, heathens.
Yeah, there's a lot of heathens in there. But all right, man, we're gonna go ahead and start closing it out. But 100. One of these weeks, man, I want to review. I don't know if you remember the topic. I was talking to Edith Man Williams. We all talking about the chat Like if a woman gets married to another guy, he was talking about like y'all need to add him into the chat.
The baby daddy, stepdaddy conversation.
Yeah, I was like, it was a crazy topic, man. Eat a man funny though. But yeah, he was like, yeah, me and 100 was talking about it. He said he got you in the chat though. He said you will join it.
I'm with it. That's all.
Oh, okay, man. Well, I want to review that video though. That's gonna be a funny topic.
I'm here for it.
Okay, no doubt. I'm gonna hit you up. But all right, y'all, man. We out of here.
All right,
Peace.
bye. Later.